currently on a hike. I'm trying to find my way down to Gziv River. There's a path to get there, but I decided to just straight shot it from where I was. And you never know what you're gonna find along the way. I thought about turning back like 5 minutes ago just because the shrubs got so thick, but I said, you know what, I'll keep pushing. And look what I just found. I don't know how to date this thing. It does seem like there's like some cement support wall here, right? Like that's cement. So this might just be an ancient cave that was that they just supported. But as you can see, it's not like there's a clear path to get hop down this mountain into this bush. Yeah, let's explore. And then found the cave. Is that a bat? I mean, this is fucking crazy. Terrifying. This looks like it was a bed. Whoa. That's a bone. Well, it kind of looks like those fake
I discovered after the fact that this is a Byzantine era burial cave. Those little bath-looking things are where they used to display bodies for loved ones to visit before they used to bury them. Pretty neat, pretty spooky.
Okay, well that's cool. I now know where I'm gonna bring my my future girlfriend on a nice romantic date. Nice little weekend getaway. What is that that's shining over there, though? Whoa. Yikes. Okay, well. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that there's a bat in there. Sorry to disturb your peace, little bat. The journey continues. It's just, this is my path. Good luck. Just one more thought, like, the cool thing about this land is, like, for how many millennia, I mean, technically, hundreds of thousands of years, we found proof of people living here. So who knows how many generations of people have lived here? Was this a hideout? Were there full families that lived here? Fuck, maybe even Neanderthals lived here. Although this kind of seems like it's a man-made cave. Another annoying part about walking off the beaten path is that there's these spiders. It's hard to see, but they literally set up their nets in between two branches. So I keep killing their webs. Although I imagine they're probably at this point used to it. That's part of it, right? They create between two trees to catch insects, but once in a while a mammal will come and disturb it. Although there's no mammal here big enough to disturb that. Like the animals that I might run into, aside from like lizards, snakes, and insects and shit, are wild boars, which I saw a whole family last night. Supposedly they're pretty dangerous, but they just ran away when they saw me. And then there's jackals, which is like a little coyote-like thing, but they don't attack humans either. Or generally don't, unless they have rabies, which there are some in the area, but I guess none of those are going to disturb the spider's web, so that just leaves us humans wreaking havoc here. I'm going to try to crawl underneath it. I just don't know how low it goes. Wish me luck. And I hope they're not poisonous, because I probably have a few of these on me right now. Oh shit, there's another one right there. Okay. I did it. I did it. Probably ripped some of the web, but it's okay. Web is intact, my friends. Web is intact. How do I know where to go? Well, at the bottom of this mountain is the river, so as long as I keep walking down, then I should be fine. But as you can see, it sometimes gets hard. Like, where do I go now? Do I go that way? I imagine I probably go through here. There seems like there's some straightaway. Or like, even if I decide to take this route, which definitely seems like the better route, look at all these thorns. There's like, this is like needing to pass through barbed wire just to get there. You probably cut a little bit already, yeah. Yep, figured, okay. Well, that just comes with that's just part of the process. See, it's hard to pass these areas, so it seems like the best way is to follow what I believe to be animal tracks. You see how all this is flattened, right? So this is very clearly a path. Maybe it's hard to see in video. This is a path that animals take, I imagine, to get down to the river where they drink, right? Now, I'm shaped differently than a jackal or a wild boar. So the trail ends here. I imagine they could just go into this shrub or there with relative ease. But for a human my size, it's a little bit more. No, I don't think they go through here because these would be broken. You see? Maybe they go through here, less to break. Okay, that worked. Yeah, you see? The wild boars know, and I think the path continues here. Oh, shit. If you want to see where I'm getting cut, this is why. Look. Thorns. It's getting fucking stuck. Ah. See that? See how it's in me right now? 1, 2, 3. Oh, fuck. It's stuck. My leg is stuck. Hold on, because there's thorns in every direction. And we're good. Now, in terms of like what's the actual danger out here, right? Last week I went through the mountain in the West Bank, and that had different dangers, you could say. Here, I don't know if it's all too dangerous. I'd say the biggest risk is just that I'm not on any path, and if something happens to me, like let's say I get bitten by a poisonous snake, they do have vipers here, then it'd probably be a pretty shitty situation, needing to get all the way back in time before I die. Because I can't get picked up here by a helicopter. Like, I mean, actually, who knows? Who knows? That or like I trip and break my ankle and can't make my way back. I'd say boars and jackals are pretty low risk unless they have rabies, but even then, they're not. One-on-one with the rock, I could take those animals. Yes, I would say probably just the snakes and just being so isolated out here without any clear path in and out. But I'd still, so there's certainly higher risk than just taking a hike on your neighborhood trail. But I don't think this is like extremely dangerous what I'm doing. This little view here, I don't know if you could really see, but that's the valley I need to go down. Oh man, it still seems so far. Okay, I mean, we're gonna continue to try. It's just, look, how do I traverse pure shrubbery? I think if I had a machete, it'd probably be a fair bit easier. Oh no, fuck. I'm telling you, the amount of spider webs I've destroyed. But, oh, another one. I mean, look, 2 things. If they're not poisonous, I don't care. It's just a spider. I don't want to ruin their home, but it's not the end of the world. I just don't know if these guys are venomous or not. Look, another one everywhere. Maybe a viewer can ID what these brown-looking Galilean spiders are, but sorry, bro, I gotta pass. I'm gonna need to fuck you up. Sorry. Sorry, my guy. Oh, it didn't break. Cool. Okay. Ugh. All these are spider webs. Oh, fuck. Spider eggs on my hand. No. Lay. God damn. I hope I didn't just kill a generation of spiders. I hope not. I think I found the continuation of the boar trail. I imagine this is the trail the boars take down. It's probably hard to see on camera, but there's like, you see how this is all flat? See, something came through here, not just one thing. So it's either jackals or wild boars, but probably both, honestly. Yeah, very clear path. So they come here and then they hop down. And they hop down. Look, they even have some steps. And then it seems like they continue that way. But you see, so here's the problem. I would need to crawl on all fours to take that path because it's under these trees. So the boar path is limited because they're much smaller than humans. So I'm gonna try to go this way. This is actually a nice little spot. I'm gonna sit and relax for a few minutes. Got a nice little shaded area, Mother Nature nearby. So, Mother Nature nearby. Fully immersed, I should say. So here's gonna be my little hangout spot for the next 5 or so minutes, drink some water, and then I'll continue on my way. Okay, so I don't want to speak too soon, but it seems like I'm out of the thorny shrubs for now. And I found this clear boar path. Seems to just be leading down, not all too shrubbery. Look, see that eagle or hawk over there? I don't know if you could see it. Anyways, hopefully it's smooth sailing from here. I'll keep you posted. I definitely spoke too soon. This is my path forward. My path back is clear, but we're back to the thick shrubbery. I guess we'll keep pushing. Look, thorns on your legs, like, you bleed, it hurts a little bit, but that's not the concern. It's more so like the eye and the face, right? So as long as that is protected, I should be good. And I guess face ain't that bad either. It'll give me a nice battle wound, but the eye, no one wants a thorn in the eye, that's for sure. All of a sudden, things started smelling real nice. And I understood, oh, this is wild sage. See that? Delicious. Here's where things get tricky. I need to make it all the way down there. For whatever reason, video does not show depth perception properly, but that's a few hundred meters down. Probably like 400 or 500 feet, 600 feet down from here. But it seems like I'm on the edge of a cliff. Like, this I could continue, but beyond that tree there, it seems like it's straight down. Part of me is thinking, do I just turn back? Because, you know, it's more about the journey than the destination. But I also really don't want to need to walk back the way I came. I figured I would take a normal path back, so it almost makes sense to just keep pushing. Not to mention, then I get to take a nice little swim in the river, so I think I'll continue to try to go down this hill. If I see that it's too steep, I guess we'll see what happens. Seems like my theory was correct about this being a cliff. Although, you know, it might be possible to climb down, so I'm gonna try. If not, as you can see here, if I go around, I could just walk down, it seems, but I'm gonna see if this is possible to climb. Well, that feels good. I just climbed down that little mountain. Definitely not the safest. That's, I guess, another risk. If, like, I fall and get injured, hurt my head, it'll take days for anyone to find me, so should be extra careful. But damn, that feels good to climb down. Next time, maybe I just need hiking shoes and not running shoes, because not enough ankle support. That'd be a bummer. Imagine you sprain your ankle real bad out here. How do you get out? How did anybody find me? But let's not even put that out in existence, because I'm gonna make it down to the river unscathed, aside from some thorn wounds and a good sweat. I'll be fine. I think the hardest part is behind me, as you can see. Down that mountain, maybe another 100 or 2 meters, and we're there. Now, 100 meters downhill is not the same as a straight path, but should be relatively straightforward. I guess this will be hopefully my last break before we get there. Found a nice little hangout spot under this tree. There's no turning back now. I mean, I'm almost out of water. I could refill in the river, so I'll need to make it down there. And I'm pretty sure I could hear it. I could hear the river from here, so I'm getting close. It's just the path down is literally shrubs, straight shrubbery, mountainous shrubs. The final stretch won't be easy, but I know that destination will be damn sweet. We're gonna do it. Okay, I just discovered one of the new slipperiest things in the world. Dried leaves on a hill. I literally just slid. Yeah, I could probably replicate the slide, but I slid. Pretty efficient way to travel, I must say. Just slide down. Whew. Okay, stuck in another thorn. This is the rope that is keeping my bottle secure. Okay, this is slippery. But can I control the slip is the question, because an uncontrolled slip is problematic. Just gonna keep going, keep slipping down. Another thorn. Fuck. The fact that I haven't gotten any to the face yet is pretty amazing. But as you can see, I'm fucking stuck in thorns again. Look at these red trees. Look at that red. Really sticks out here. I'm gonna go explore. I'm literally just sliding all the way down. This is amazing. Wow. Amazing. Yeah, these thorns really just, had there not been any of these thorns, it probably would have been a fair bit easier, honestly. The thorns, the spider webs, the steepness, those are probably the greatest challenges. But, you know, I don't hear the water anymore, but I know I'm getting closer. So let's see how this goes. Cool about this area is how many bay leaves there are. You know bay leaves? That leaf you sometimes put in rice or in other food, and it's unclear if it really does anything, so they grow everywhere. This is a small one, but there's... No, this is... Wait, is it? Yeah, they just look small because they don't get proper... It's on the side of a mountain, but... No, just kidding, this isn't a bay leaf. But these are bay leaves. When I find a tree, I'll show you. Wait, I found a tree. Here we go. All these bay leaves. If anybody around the world likes bay, but you want some of that Galilean bay, let me know. I got you. Okay, so where the river's meant to be, and there's no river. You can see the rocks here, so it seems like there used to be a river here. But it's weird because this is a known river, one I was at a few weeks ago. Granted, not this part of the river, so I guess there's no refilling water yet. But now I just need to decide, do I take a left and walk the river or take a right until I find something? I think I'm gonna take a right. I'll keep you posted. So even though I haven't found the river yet, I can't tell you how relaxing and relieving it is just getting to walk in a relatively straight line, not down a hill, in the shade. Yeah, I mean, there's rocks and boulders and shit, but compared to what the past hour looked like, this is a fucking walk in the park. Or shall we say a walk in a dried up riverbed. Tomato, tomato. I've been walking now for 15 minutes down the riverbed. Kind of losing hope, but now I'm pretty sure I hear water. Now, I thought I heard it earlier, and I very well may have. But here, when you're elevated, you can sometimes hear things that you can't when you're down low. It's possible I heard the river off in the distance. Or I've just been hallucinating, but I guess I'll be back in a few minutes with an update. Okay, so I've been walking now for like 15 or so minutes. Still no river. And I've been saving this last sip of water just for emergency purposes. Okay, I'm going for it. I'm gonna have the last of my water. I hope I don't regret this. I mean, realistically, I feel like humans can survive without water longer than we think we can. Like, I could probably go another 24 hours without drinking before I need like serious medical help. Obviously, I don't plan on getting to that point, but I don't think that, you know, even if I go a few more hours without water, I think I'll be okay. And if I need to, you know, humans produce some amount of liquid, so if I need to drink that, I will. Okay, I know I keep saying that I hear water, and I've come to understand that wind moving through leaves sometimes sounds like water. But I think now I definitely hear it. And look, I've been walking down this riverbed for an hour, so you'd hope it'll be right around the corner, right? Well, at least I hope. Actually, what I thought for certain was water. Now that I'm listening again, very well might be more wind, but okay. I'll keep you posted. Okay, I mean, after an hour of walking the riverbed, I found some water. I thought this was like beautiful turf. Definitely not drinking that or swimming in that, but I think that means we're probably close. My guess here is this is a part of the river that is active during winter, and then it dries up in the summer. So as things are getting hotter, this kind of became a nice little secluded area, and in the next few months will entirely dry up. But we're getting closer. Ow. The only option now is to crawl under this or go up a mountain. Oy vey. I'm so close, yet so far. I don't know if I'm gonna crawl that. Doing an army crawl down thorny path. I mean, it'll be one fuck of an experience. Okay, we'll see. I'll return here if I don't find another way. But that's one route. I think I've decided that I should traverse this thing. Now, this seems like the kind of place where you'd find a crocodile or alligator, but there's no crocodiles or alligators in the wild in Israel. Question is, do I try to step on rocks or just take my shoes off and barefoot this? Oh, that's not a stable rock, so maybe that's not gonna work. Let's try this rock. There's another rock there. Yeah, I mean, the chance of me doing this without falling in is like probably 10%. I probably even lower, honestly, but whatever, let's go. Whoo, nice. 2 unstable rocks in here. There looks like a big rock. Actually, I may have underestimated myself. Here's another rock, and there's another rock. And here there's another rock. Okay, I'm a little low on rocks on this final stretch. Oh, no. Okay, that was bound to happen. Hey, well, one shoe's dry. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, man. Where am I, though? I was hoping there'd be like a nice path, but it looks like I'm going to crawl under this tree here. Fucking A. Crammed. I guess there's always a way. Combination between the right amount of finesse and brute force, and you're through. Where am I, guys? If God forbid something happens to me here, no one's finding me. I'll be found in future generations, perhaps. Some archaeological discovery will find my bones. Oh, what is that? Okay. Well, push through. The final stretch is the final stretch. I mean, I'm out of that thing, but more dry riverbed. Is that wind or is that water? Can't tell you how good this feels. Let's take account for some of my injuries before I wash them off. I guess this is the cost of taking the road less traveled. Comes with some extra pain, but without a doubt, more fulfilling. And I guess what's the lesson here, you know? The journey took me twice as long as I thought it would. I thought about giving up. And even if I had, you know, like, I know this is cliche, but it's about the journey, not the destination. It's about taking the road less traveled and challenging yourself, regardless of if you find the river. But I think it's also a lesson to keep pushing, you know? Even if you can't find the water, keep pushing, keep pushing. Eventually, you'll reach your goal. And now I'm just going to take a dip and head back on a more normal path because I've had enough adventure for the day. We're doing it.